So the park that I'm at right now got a new owner, and he's dumping money into this place immediately. He's got a tree company here clearing all the brush up and down this park on the backside because it was all overgrown coming onto the homes. So, I mean, it's going to make a massive difference. And then we've got one trailer here that needs to disappear today. We've got another trailer over there that needs to disappear in the next couple days, and possibly another one right up front. So we got some serious work to put in. We're gonna need to cut out this little carport here just to get our dumpster and get our machine back here to start tearing into it. And we also need to be careful because somebody does live on this side. So we're gonna need to pull all the debris that way. I'm sure it can't be that bad, right? Oh. Gnarly. I don't know if this one was gonna get saved. Ooh, the floor is super squishy in here too. Well, at least it's not like full to the ceiling with junk. Had a couple TVs to make disappear too. It's sad, at one point this probably was a nice home. Not so much anymore. Oh, we got a little garden started in here. Oh boy. Oh, yep, really squishy back here. I'm afraid I'm gonna fall through here in a second. Yeah, I think it needs to come down. Either way, it seems like we need to get started. So that's all the metal that came from the carport, quite a bit actually, so we'll probably have separate dumpsters for metal. Sometimes I don't even worry about it because there's so little, but I don't want to end up using extra dumpsters that are going to go to the landfill, so that would be a waste. Whatever metal kind of strips off of here, I'll also make sure to add to this pile, but I'm not going to be super careful with this. I'm not going to take every little sheet off. Whatever I can put in this pile, I will, otherwise it's going in the dumpster, and we're going to ram and jam and get this thing done. So, crawled underneath the home, cut the water line, that's the last thing we want to break, cut the gas line, and then we cut that waste line that's over there, kind of in the pit. That way, once we start pulling on this trailer really hard, we don't have to worry about it ripping something out of the ground. Kyle came with me to double check everything, so I'm gonna drag him out. Look at that park owner getting dirty. He didn't trust me to do it, he needed to make sure. Woo. Is that a Ryobi?
That's a Ryobi.
Oh, I shouldn't have shown that.
Real men use.
Real men use the Ryobis, you're right. Let's get right in there on the frame. There we go. Here we go. Come on. There we go. So we're gonna try to use this dumpster to its fullest. We're gonna push all this in a little bit. So we're gonna take every inch of this and try to utilize it. That's the nice thing about having this thumb. You can take this stuff, crunch it up, and double, if not triple, the amount of space we can use. I have to get some of this metal out of there so we really can use that space. Pull out the stuff we really don't need in here. Throw that in the scrap pile. All right, that'll help a little bit. And then from there, we'll get the door closed and we'll smash it down nice and tight. At this point, we've done so many of these mobile homes, I could almost say it's a specialty of ours. And I think it's partially because of the way that we actually bid them out. Some people will do these and they'll say, oh, it depends on how many dumpsters we use, and then they try to fill them nice and light. But we realize that customers don't really like that. They don't like surprises. Just like our business model for the dumpster business, we try to keep things as simple as possible. So our goal is to stuff these dumpsters as best we can because we're giving our customers a flat rate. I want to get as much of this stuff in there as possible. And luckily with this home, there's a lot of room on both sides, so I can utilize as much space as possible to crunch this up and really compact these dumpsters. Okay, we're getting a little full. It looks like we have 1 or 2 pockets we can still fill. Saw a soft spot up here. So we'll crunch it down, get it nice and level. Maybe we'll toss a little bit more in here, but not much. From here, we're gonna get this dumpster out of the way. I'm gonna go get another, but I might actually end up cutting that frame up and getting this metal out of the way and all that metal out of the way, because that half, I'm gonna need all this room to work in. So we might be just going ahead and getting rid of the metal, or at least half of the metal. That way we can just make ourselves a little bit more space, because we have a debris field here and I need to start, plowing that all into one good pile. The other reason it would be good to get rid of this half of the frame is there was actually trash stored underneath of this. I mean, I think somebody kind of used it as their own personal dumpster, just dumping stuff under here. So what we can do is once we cut that frame and move this out of the way, we can start getting all the trash that's fallen from the demo and, that was hidden under it in the first place. Well, lock up all the tools. We don't need anybody taking those. Let's get going. We're gonna hide this out at the shop for now, and I'll grab another dumpster. I think I caught somebody taking a lunch. He's trying to sneak away. How's the running going? You got a full plate today, don't you?
Yeah, you ain't gonna empty that?
No, that's for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta go get another one. We're gonna need like 3 of them.
What, for the removal?
Yeah, mobile home. It's going well, dude, but there's so much metal. So I'm gonna have to make a couple trips to the scrapyard before I can even get to the rest of the trash. Word. All right.
I'm out.
Get with it. Later.
Later.
There is a heck of a lot of insulation in this thing, so hopefully it doesn't rain tonight, because I bet that thing gets a whole lot heavier if it does. Down to about half the home left. Shouldn't be too bad from here. We cleared out that frame, so now we have all this working room now too. I think we're gonna need a couple straps for this metal dumpster though. I'll be honest, that's an ugly load. But the good thing is, there's a scrapyard about a mile down the road. Get kind of lucky with these demos. There always seems to be a scrapyard really close. Would not want to go very far with this load. Nice. Not a bad little bit of metal. 150 bucks is 150 bucks. Another load of trash coming in. Let's get it. So we're about full on this, and this is kind of the remainder of the trash along with my debris field here. And we got to be really careful. This is a little different than some of the other homes I've done, but we got a water main right in the middle, and then we got the sewage. Oh, that's perfect. Then we got that sewage right there, so can't be running the blade right over top of it, otherwise we're gonna have a really bad day.
We're out here at the shop. It's a new day. We're gonna get these dumpsters loaded. Clayton's been dropping us cans off here at the shop, so we're gonna go ahead and start getting them loaded, start emptying them so he can stay focused on the demo portion. Got all that emptied out. Not too bad. That load was only about 2.5 tons. We're gonna add that ticket to the docket app, and then we're gonna go drop it off to a new customer and keep the ball rolling.
So yesterday it started to drizzle a little bit, so we stopped filming and just worried about getting this all taken care of. We're down to one pile of trash and the metal. It looks like Keegan's getting everything emptied. I think he already emptied the second dumpster from yesterday, and he's moving on to customer dumpsters from here. But I think we're gonna start cutting off these bolts. That way we can actually get this whole thing into a single dumpster, get this out of my way, then all my metal's taken care of. And then the last thing we're gonna worry about is getting this nice and cleaned up. There we go. Fold it. Nice and tight. One more fold. There we go. Nice. That should fit in the dumpster. Start getting this loaded. With all the demos we've been doing, we've spent a lot of time here lately. The metal jungle. Some heavier pieces in here this time. Somehow that just never gets old. Not 150 bucks, but 160 bucks. We're rolling now, boys. All of the handwork comes next. We're gonna make it fit. So I, in fact, did not get it all. That's all we have left. And that thing is stuffed. So we're doing all of this work for the old park owner. They basically had an agreement that they were going to get rid of a couple of these homes after the purchase of the park. But the new park owner has one of our dumpsters over here. We just emptied it today, and I just reached out and was like, hey, can we borrow this for one day? And then I'll bring it right back. That way, we don't have to worry about it. He said, oh yeah, we're not even gonna get to that. So, we have a fresh dumpster and we don't have to run back to the shop for it. Probably saved me an hour. Money. The worst part is here. All the handwork. Going around picking up all the trash. My favorite part, dusting off that pad. I think we're gonna call it for now. Gotta get this last dumpster tomorrow, but for now we'll just block it off and keep everybody out. It's looking good. Overall, not too bad. Just gonna have a little bit of handwork just to pick up some of the wrappers, but I think it's ready for a new home. But let me give you a preview of this next one. It's got a little secret. It is absolutely full of trash underneath. That back half, they basically used as a hole, and they just keep filling it. This one's gonna take some serious dumpsters. It's gonna be a nightmare, to be honest. And ooh, that smells here now that it got warm. Definitely. Oof. Oh, I spy needles. Stay tuned. I hope this goes smooth, but I think we both know it's not gonna be the case.